Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Waynesville Tiger Winter Sports Season. The Waynesville Tigers taking on the Lebanon Yellowjackets here in Ozark Conference basketball action. I'm Mike Rawlings. Along with me tonight is Matt Johnson. Matt, Ozark Conference action to kick off winter sports season. Seems like we just got done with football, and here we go again.
Absolutely. First time I've had a chance to get out and see our boys at all this year. So excited to see what we got, but always going to be a barn burner, going to be a tough game when you got our neighbors right down the road from Lebanon making the short drive down here. Full gym here tonight.
It is. This place is packed. Lebanon rolls in their first game also. Had a lot of time for these teams to practice. I know this Waynesville Tiger team's ready to take the floor against somebody and bang bodies against somebody other than their teammates. I think tonight we should see a heck of a game.
Well, absolutely. You're going to see a lot of new faces this year. Lost a pretty senior-laden group last year, so a few players returning. Tavon DePalma, a guy we saw a lot last year, but going to see a lot of new faces on this team. Big Ethan Gatzmeyer, who we have known for years in football, going to step over to the basketball side this year.
Well, Ethan, part of the junior high program, he played it for us down at the junior high level. Another returnee is going to be David Adams.
And definitely know David Adams' name, football and basketball.
That's right. We saw David
years.
last year. David was sixth man last year on that team. Played some very huge minutes for this team.
Big senior number one, Shaq Vergeest.
Shaq also played some key minutes last year off the bench for the Tigers. There's David Adams we were just talking about. There's another guy that by the end of the year we were seeing play quite a little bit of key minutes off the bench coming in. He's a sophomore, Tajay Stewart. Tavon DePalma for your Tigers. And as you said, the last guy we're talking about there, Ethan Gatzmeyer. You know, Gatzmeyer took a year off. He played as a freshman, took a year off, decided he wanted to come back and get back on the hardwood and play a little bit. I've been able to watch these guys in practice a little bit, Matt. Gatzmeyer's a guy that's really stood out. He's really kicked things into gear in practice for the Tigers.
Well, and having that big guy presence inside, Ethan definitely, especially, I mean, you see him on the football field out there in those pads and how big he looks, but having that big presence inside, free up these outside shooters. I mean, Tavon DePalma's a guy that we've seen when he gets on a roll from outside, he's on fire. But to be able to help create some of those shots, you're going to have a threat inside, and Ethan may be the guy that can bring that to this team to open up some shots.
Lebanon's going to roll in. Lebanon's looking for a big year. They had 6 wins last year on the season. They're looking to be much improved this year.
The Tigers get it from the tip. Comes back for Geese, going to hand off to Adams, and here we go. Tiger basketball 2016 underway. Tigers working it around. There's Big Gatzmeyer. Going to push over to Tajay. Tajay looks inside. Gets down in there. Tigers patiently working around here. Now Fergis is going to drive right up underneath. Loses the handle on it, and Lebanon's going to pick that ball up. Lebanon quickly down the other end. It's going to be out of bounds off of David Adams, they're going to say. So Lebanon will keep ball. Three ball up from the corner, no good. Tajay Stewart rips down the rebound.
One of the things Lebanon's talked about, you saw that shot there by number 12, Quentin Shelton. He's a freshman getting a start in his first varsity basketball game tonight. Saw Quentin play as a 7th and 8th grader. Very talented young man. There's a three by Tavon DePalma. Gives the Tigers their first points of the 2016-17 season. Be good for future trivia reference there, Matt.
In case you're keeping a scrapbook at home.
Sheldon with the ball right there. They go back door. That's going to be Jack Earnhardt.
That's up and no good. David Adams grabs the rebound quickly down to the other end, and they're going to say David turned that ball over. I did not see that, but referee's a little closer than I am.
I think Coach Pills over there on the side was asking the referee, well, if you're going to watch that for David going down the court, you might want to take a look at some of the Yellow Jackets.
Lebanon working around the outside, a little fake pull up, and that is number 12, Quentin Shelton. Little pull up jumper. All right, David Adams brings the ball across half court for the Tigers. DePalma in the corner, kicks back up top. And this gym is a rockin' early.
It appears that Lebanon Yellow Jackets are very well represented in the student section tonight.
David Adams up and off the glass for two, pushes the Tiger lead back to 3. Now a little drive inside, not there. Kick back out, and they're going to call a foul there.
It's going to be on Tajay, I believe.
Going to send Will Richardson to the line. He should be shooting 2 here. All right, Richardson at the line, up and off with the first one. Richardson, second one up. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Ball's loose. David Adams tips it back in. DePalma gives off to Adams. Adams comes. He's going to drive it down. Adams into the middle. We're going to have a foul called. I think they're going to get Richardson. They are going to get Richardson. It's going to be his first foul, first team foul. Adams on the way up, rolls out on his first one.
Hit just about all the rim it could there, just would not fall through.
Second one's up. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded underneath by number 25, Dawson Zimdars. Shelton works it over to the far side. Lebanon patiently working it around. A shot high up off the glass, no good. Tajay Stewart again with the rebound. It's about 3 early on off the glass down there for Tajay Stewart. Big force inside.
They're going to get a hold out front. That's number 24.
That's going to be Torres.
Torres comes out, bodies up with David Adams. David goes around him, and he just bumps into him.
Well, and
point of emphasis this year is going to be that contact. Once again,
far from the goal. What are you doing?
Well, and we saw this last year. Underneath sometimes you can get a lot of banging going on with no calls, but out in the open court like that, that's going to get called every time.
Well, and really, what are you hoping to accomplish that far from half? David Adams puts up his second one right there. Up and off the glass. Shelton down to Torres in the corner. Torres going to put the 3 up, but we have a call. You're going to call a push away from the shot, I believe.
They're going to get Tajay Stewart.
Must have been something a little extracurricular down here on this end, because I sure did not see it out where the ball was.
No, it had to be away from the ball because Torres was standing out there wide open.
Inside.
You're going to get Gatzmeyer, I believe, on this foul with the body.
Yeah, I believe so. Earhart going up right there. Not really, I don't know, you can hardly say he's in the act of shooting when his back's to the glass, but so it's going to be fourth team foul in the early going here for Waynesville. First one up for Earhart's no good. Second one on its way, and it's no good. Lebanon 0 for 4 here in the early going from the free throw line. David Adams kicks to the corner. Tavon DePalma, no good. Rebounded inside by Gatzmeyer.
Passes it over to DePalma. Palma a little close for that. He's going to fire up another three, and he's going to drain this one.
Bam! We talked about it as we came on. Tavon DePalma last year could shoot that three ball.
Earhart with the miss on the drive. Steal by Shaq for Geese. Shaq's going to bring it down, pull it out. I thought David was going to pop the tray from right there.
Little play
he goes
by
in for
there.
Gatzmeyer. He's underneath, up and just off the back of the rim. Tajay keeps it alive.
Nice play by Fergis right there to not try and do too much, to kick it back out and let your team get down the floor.
Coach Pill's over screaming for him to get this thing set back up. Tigers up 10-3, 3:41 left here in the first quarter.
Gatzmeyer now kicks back over to
DePalma.
Way
deep
downtown.
Stewart with another rebound.
I've got Stewart with 5 rebounds on the night. Fergis.
The Gatzmeyer, and he puts it home. The Lebanon Yellowjackets student body has decided maybe being rowdy when you're down by 9 is not a good idea.
It's gone awful silent over there in that Yellowjacket student section.
Wow, man.
Nice upbeat.
What can I say but wow.
Well, coming out of the gates here, Lebanon pushed the ball, and all of a sudden Waynesville said, fine, you want to run? We will run with you, baby. And it turns out thus far the Yellowjackets maybe not want to run that ball quite so fast.
Well, one thing that the Yellowjackets are having trouble with, we talk about this a lot of times, the Tiger team's a little bit faster than what they're used to practicing against. Now everything's happening a little quicker. They've missed 2 or 3 shots down on this end just because the game's going so fast now. Now the Tigers are going to apply a little pressure. Caleb Barnes in the game. He checks in for Tajay Stewart.
Caleb, another one of those guys that saw some minutes last year as a younger player. Tigers make Lebanon work to get it down. Ball goes across to Shelton. He kicks it back inside, now going underneath.
And once again, another one of those misses. That's going to stay with Lebanon. But once again, Lebanon gets the ball inside. Game going just a little too fast. Can't get that ball to fall.
Ball inbounds, 3 ball up from the corner for Shelton, and that's good. It's going to cut the lead in half. 12-6 here with just under 3 to play in the first quarter. David Adams brings it across for the Waynesville Tigers. Bounce pass over this side for Geese.
Yeah, they're going to get a foul right here on Shelton. He's got his hand all over him, Matt.
Yeah.
Shaq did a really, really good job. He had his hand on him. Shaq was just kind of moving in, showing the ref.
Yeah.
Guy's holding on to me out here.
Ball comes in.
They're going to call it. They're calling an offensive foul there on Shaq. He was coming around full speed. Earnhardt stepped out, took that charge.
Going to be first foul on for Geest.
Earnhardt takes it in to the rim again and can't get the ball to fall.
Gatzmeyer comes down with the rebound for Geest from the corner
and
for
it's
3.
good.
Bam! And Lebanon throws it out of bounds. See Tajay Stewart checking back into the game. Going to give Big Ethan Gatzmeyer a quick break. And Gunnar Rees coming into the game for the Waynesville Tigers.
He's going to get Tavon. Seen Gunnar play a few minutes in the JV game earlier in the evening.
David Adams calls the play, sets to go. Passes off to Rees. Rees comes across to Stewart. Stewart back inside to Fergees. Fergees going to nice little jump stop. Gunnar Rees all alone on the other side.
Oh, just won't go. Rebound by Barnes, and he's going to get fouled.
That's going to be Shelton. That's going to be his second.
Well, we're going to see. Not sure if they're going to get Shelton. No. I thought they were going to get, it's going to be number 25, Dawson Zimders.
It's going to be first on Zimders.
And I kind of thought the way the official came in, Shelton was behind him, but it looked like Zimders came across and kind of did the old karate chop on him.
You're not supposed to do that.
No, you're not supposed to do that. That free throw's good by Caleb Barnes.
Tavon Palmer back into the game as Shaq Fergees is going to take a quick seat.
Extends Tiger lead to 10, 16-6. Second one's up and good.
2 for 2. There, Caleb Barnes. Tigers keep that pressure going. Lebanon threw this ball away the last time down the floor.
Shelton for three. That's going to be long.
Lebanon gets that.
Whoa, a little travel out there on the top that was missed.
Ball comes over to Torres. Torres to drive, and he's going to be.
They're going to get a block on Caleb Barnes right there.
Caleb Barnes should be his first foul on the night.
Barnes shifting over. Doesn't get there quite in time. A little body contact. They're going to get that foul most of the time.
All right, so Torres goes to the line. He's going to shoot 2. First one's up, and it's good. Second one's up, and it's good as well. So that's going to cut the Waynesville lead.
Lebanon picks things up man-to-man full court. David Adams goes all the way in.
Up, but tipped right back up by Tajay Stewart.
Tajay Stewart puts it in.
Quick pass inside, nothing there.
They're going to get the travel on their arc that time.
That's the second time.
Yeah, that's the exact same move he made last time, and the travel wasn't called.
So they catch Earhart this time. It's going to be turnover to the Tigers. Tigers lead by 11 with just over a minute to play here in the first quarter. David Adams kicks it into DePalma. Now a little pressure picked up here by Lebanon, and now they back off. David Adams brings it down to the left side. Kick back up top to Caleb Barnes. Swings to Rees on the right. Rees moving the ball around. Kicks back to Barnes. Barnes acts like he's going to drive.
David for
Adams for three.
And it's good.
Waynesville Tigers 5 for 6 on the threes here.
David
nice
with the
steal.
Over to Rees. Rees puts it in.
And Waynesville doubles it up.
No, Matt, the score's all messed up there. There we go, 24. So say it was messed up to some points. 24-8 right now.
24-8.
They got the 3 on Adams on the wrong side. Shelton, long range 3,
wow.
and he hits it.
That's almost a Joe Johnson 3 out there in that range.
Adams gets it up at the buzzer. The Tigers take this first quarter 24-11. And you know, Matt?
High octane right there from the Waynesville Tigers.
You know what it's time for, Matt?
It is time for the Channel 12 Sports Update.
It's time for the Channel 12 Sports Update. Or not Channel 12, it's the TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update brought to you by the Tiger TV Facebook page. Tiger TV Facebook. You're going to want to like the Tiger TV Facebook page. Matt, you want to take your first guess of the evening?
I'm going to say Mike Dunbar likes the Channel 12 or the TTSN Facebook page.
You got to quit saying Channel 12. And holy moly, Matt, you got it right. It's Mike Dunbar loves the TTSN Tiger TV Facebook page. Folks, you're going to want to love it too. If Mike Dunbar's looking at that information online, you're going to want to look at the exact same thing. Yeah. Our sports update is coming to you from Columbia, Missouri tonight as the Lady Tigers opened up their season against number 8 Columbia Rockbridge in the 48 hours of basketball that the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association is putting on. Lady Tigers lost tonight 74-51. Rashana Stone led the Tigers with 14 points, 6 rebounds. Nina Kizzy had 11 points for the Lady Tigers tonight. They went up there, kicked that thing off. Huge night. The only place in America that's going 48 hours of basketball, one right after the other. It's a great honor for the Lady Tigers to get to go up there and kick that thing off. On top of that, on a local scene, we got another local team playing up there. 4 o'clock Sunday morning, if you want to go up and see the Lakeway Hornets play, they're going to be playing at 4 o'clock in the morning Sunday morning, and that against Community R6.
Well, I think I'd kind of like to be in bed at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, Coach Madlock's husband, Dobb, the head coach out at Lakeway, got that nice early 4 o'clock in the morning game. It's going to be kind of neat.
All right, we back to action here, and as we started, there's a foul, and I do not have a clue of who they called right there. All right, they're going to get Ethan Gatzmeyer. There was a scrum for a loose ball and a pile of humans down there.
That's going to be Ethan's third foul.
Tigers pick back up in the pressure here. Earhart's going to let a jumper go, and it's over the front of the rim and good. Tavon DePalma quickly back down to the other end, and yeah, we're going to get Earhart with a shove right there. Earhart gets his chest into him and just bumps him.
And Matt, while they're checking in with that foul, we want to say a big hello to the Lady Tigers who are watching this game on the bus coming back from Columbia. We want to hear them scream right now loud enough that we can hear it here.
I definitely, well, and I had some of those girls in 8th grade. I know they can get loud. All right, ball comes in Waynesville. Tavon DePalma, nice little spin move into the lane, up and off the glass, no good. Rebound by Earhart. And here comes Lebanon back down the floor. Caleb Barnes almost came out of there with that ball. Three ball goes up on this end. That's up and in for number 31, Will Richardson.
Lebanon cuts the lead to 8.
And here comes Waynesville Tigers. David Adams bringing the ball across half court. Kicks inside. Tajay Stewart now pulls it back out. Looks to move it around, needs some help. That ball's going to go out of bounds. A little miscommunication right there, so turnover to the Lebanon Yellowjackets.
Shaq Verghese checks back in for the Tigers.
All right, Shaq's going to pick up the nose here on defense for the Tigers. Moves over. Three ball goes up for Shelton in the corner. Too long, no good. Rebounded once again by Tajay Stewart inside.
Gets it over to DePalma. He's going to bring it down.
Tavon 3 for 3 so far on three-pointers on the night. Have a feeling they might want to step out and guard him a little closer. Little screen. David Adams going to drive right through the middle. catches his own shot out of bounds, so that'll turn the ball over to the Lebanon Yellowjackets.
Well, I think David thought he might have got fouled on that.
Well, I'm pretty sure David got fouled on that, but people in them stripes down there don't always think what I think. All right, Earhart kicks off to Torres. Torres all the way across the court now. Comes back inside. Earhart off the glass, no good. Pulled down by DePalma. DePalma's going to bring the ball. Gives to Fergis. Shack from the corner. Up and off the back of the rim, no good, but tipped out to David Adams. Adams back in the corner. DePalma going to drive, go hard off the glass. Not there.
Barnes just off the back of the rim. Keeps it alive.
Shack directing traffic. Gives the ball off to Tavon. Tavon comes across. Ball ends up with David Adams on the near side. We've got a charge.
They're gonna call a foul on Caleb as he was trying to get position. Wow.
Away from the ball right there. That's a tough call right there.
Well,
it's going to be Caleb's second, going to be seventh team foul, so that Lebanon is going to be in the 1-and-1.
You're looking for something when you call that. Caleb's just trying to post up.
Ball goes all the way down inside, blocked by Caleb Barnes. Tajay Stewart comes out with it, and here come the Waynesville Tigers once more. David Adams looking inside, nothing there. Kicks back over to Tavon DePalma. Tavon DePalma, a little jump stop in the lane. Nice
good
move right there. Get the defender off his feet, moving backwards.
Tigers are going to back out of the press right now.
Pushes the Tiger lead back to 10. Waynesville leading 26-16 with 4.5 to play here in the first half. Long pass across the top here. Lebanon trying to find something. Dangerous
Caleb
pass
gets
down
a
the
hand
middle.
on that.
Caleb deflects it right to Tajay Stewart. Looks like Tigers going to slow it down on the offensive end too, bringing this ball down. David Adams drives, kick out. Shack gets the defender off his feet and going to be hit by Torres.
Yep.
Should be the second foul on Torres, I believe.
Tigers are.
And that's going to put Waynesville in the 1-and-1. So going to send Shack to the line here. He should be shooting the 1-and-1.
Exactly halfway through the second quarter. Tigers up 26-16. Lebanon with a nice little run there. Tigers able to get things back under control.
Shack up and good with the first. At the line. Up and good with the second.
As Johnny Richards checks in for the Tigers.
First athletic appearance, I believe, in a Waynesville uniform. Johnny Sr. moved up here from Texas, I believe, this year. Well, with 3 fouls on Gatzmeyer, Johnny's got the size. Definitely, if you can take advantage of that inside.
Nice block there by Tajay Stewart.
Big block.
Johnny gets that. They threw that ball off Earnhardt's face. Coach Bill says,
slow that down. I was afraid Coach was going to grab David as he ran by.
Lebanon drops into a 2-3 zone. First time we've seen them in a zone tonight.
Absolutely. Tavon
Palmer with the three.
Pow!
Well, they want to set back in the zone. Tavon, he'll just shoot that three with nobody out there guarding him. We're going to get a foul on Johnny there.
It's going to be first foul on him, but Lebanon is in the 1-on-1, so that'll send Max Schooler to the line to shoot it. Schooler up and good with his first. And hits the second. Waynesville leads 31-18 here, just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. David Adams brings the ball quickly down to the other end. Tavon Palma this time going to drive down the lane. Ooh, not sure about that. Coming off the rim, a Lebanon guy knocks it out of bounds, but somehow the ball stays with Lebanon.
We're going to get a timeout by Coach Adam Thornhill of the Lebanon Yellowjackets. And we're going to get to sit back down and settle things in just a little bit, Matt. This first half's been wild and woolly.
It has, but it's been a fun and awesome to watch. You kind of think you have an idea, knowing the kids, knowing some things, but you never know until you get to see that first game, really what you got.
Well, and that's exactly right. And once again, I've been down. I've seen them practice a little bit. And really, after watching, practice a few times, I wasn't sure what we were going to see tonight. Tigers have came out, played very up-tempo, but they played up-tempo in a way that they've been able to turn that into points. When Lebanon has tried that, they've had a very difficult time in an up-tempo game turning that into points on the other end.
Well, it kind of goes back to sometimes what you see in middle school. Sometimes a real good fundamental kid can't handle the speed of a game, and all of a sudden it seemed like when that game got going fast, Lebanon couldn't handle the speed. Well, Waynesville had done an outstanding job, and we talked about Tavon DePalma coming into the game in his outside shooting ability, 4 for 4 from the three-point line so far on the evening. Tigers 6 for 7 from the three-point line overall.
Which really surprised me when you see Lebanon drop back into that 2-3 zone. And we're not talking about a 2-3 zone they extended. They sat all the way back into it and let the Tigers pass the ball around the perimeter. But we'll see if Coach Thornhill is going to let that happen again or not.
I would be surprised if he comes back in that 2-3 zone, but stranger things have happened. Lebanon working the ball around the outside. Shot put up by Shelton in the corner, up and it rattles around and falls through. Cuts the Waynesville lead to 10. Waynesville quickly down to the other end. David Adams. Tavon DePalma up and off the back of the rim that time, no good. Rebound comes to Lebanon. I believe that was Schooler that grabbed the rebound. Tip pass inside. David Adams comes away with it. Another turnover for Lebanon right there.
Another problem Lebanon's had. Tigers are long inside there, and they get those arms up. They just get a hand on it. Tigers been able to get that loose ball just about every time that they've got a hand on it.
Well, and there's been a couple of lazy passes down the middle of the lane that you're not going to get those very often. It's Tajay Stewart's off the front of the rim right there. Earhart pulls it down quickly to the other and kicks to Shelton in the corner. Rattles around, no good.
Tavon DePalma with the rebound.
Shaq gives to DePalma. Back to Shaq in the corner for three. That one.
Rebound by Barnes, put back up. Barnes is going to pull it out this time. DePalma's going to go in. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Terrible call right there.
And they allow that little of a touch to become an offensive foul. If nothing else, Tavon has the right to come down right there.
Right, he's in the air. He has the right to come down. Shelton again, long three, won't go off the front of the rim. Ball stays
that
with
ball
Lebanon.
was tipped and went right over Shaq right there. That's going to go back to the Tigers. 48 seconds left. Reese is going to check in as the Tigers are going to go three guards up top. Torres is going to come back in for Lebanon.
All right, under a minute to play here. Waynesville holding on to a 10-point lead here in the first half. Ball pressure right here, gets the ball into Shaq. Shaq's going to hand off to David.
Tigers are going to go triangle here. Try to play this for the last shot, I've got a feeling.
Tigers just working the ball around. Eating clock here, Gunneries. Now going to come back.
17.
Six seconds and we go.
Shaq for three. It's off. It's going to be tipped around. Shaq it's going to be too late. That shot's not going to count. But the Tigers are going to go in at halftime with a 31-21 lead over the Lebanon Yellowjackets. And folks, we're going to let you all have about a 10-minute break, and we're going to be back for second half action. and gentlemen, we are back for second half action here from Waynesville High School as the Tigers leading the Lebanon Yellowjackets Ozark Conference action 31-21, kicking off the season. Matt, wild first half.
Absolutely.
Tigers are going to start off with the ball here.
High energy play right there by the Tigers in the first half as we open up with turnover right there. The ball going to go back to Lebanon. This early in the year, first game, you got to wonder if they can go that fast the second half. Earhart right there, a little jumper in the middle, up and over the front of the rim. DePalma going to bring the ball down the floor for the Tigers. A little trap on the corner. Ball back out to Adams. Adams going to slide down this side, looking inside, nothing there. Need a little help. Tries to go inside to Gatzmeyer, ball loose. Gatzmeyer comes out with it.
And Tigers are going to reset here.
Looks like Lebanon wants to play up tempo.
Lebanon comes back, picks up man-to-man here.
Shaq right down there, down the lane, up and off the rim, no good.
Tajay Stewart says, nope, you're not throwing it over the top of me. The Tigers come back with the ball.
Tavon DePalma for three, no good. Rebounded Tajay once more. David Adams going to pull the ball out and slow it down a little bit. A little reach right there. David Adams goes in. He's going to jump off the glass.
David gets hammered from behind. Whoa. Shaq gets taken out.
I think they're going to get Torres over there for the body check on Shaq. A little hockey game's broken out down there.
So there's a big Tiger ball on the side here.
All right, DePalma to inbound for the Tigers. The inbound comes back, David Adams. Adams going to drive in the lane. A little off-balance shot up and up.
We're going to get a foul, I believe, on Lebanon.
Yeah, it's going to be number 31, Will Richardson.
Yeah.
Third foul on Richardson. No, I'm sorry, they did not get Richardson.
Junior, I believe they got Richardson.
I thought
Torres
so.
From
yeah,
the
there it
before.
is. Second foul on Richardson. A little follow-away shot.
Oh, nice rebound by Tajay Stewart, and he puts it right back in.
Tajay Stewart has been on the boards all night long.
To Tajay, and Tajay puts it in and gets fouled. Lebanon falls back in on defense. When David pulls it out, they kind of go to sleep, and Tajay cuts right down the middle of the lane. And he's got a shot at the conventional three-point play.
Well, Tajay, big enough, strong enough, you can hit him. You're going to have to hit him a lot harder than that to keep him from making the shot.
And Tajay bounces it all around, and it goes through.
Max Schooler checked back into the game for the Lebanon Yellowjackets. And the Tigers lead by 13. Torres kicks it inside to Earhart. Earhart, none doing there, moving the ball around. David Adams with the steal.
Gunnar Reese with the three. It's going to be long. There's going to get a foul right there on Shelton. He goes over the back of Tavon DePalma. It's going to be his second.
His second, but the fourth team foul here in the third quarter for the Lebanon Yellowjackets already. Gunnar Reese, a little drive, kick out to DePalma. DePalma will take it down the lane. No good. Gatzmeyer's going to get hammered.
Fouled. You know, here's the difference right now, Matt. The Tigers inside on, they're getting rebounding position, and Lebanon is just trying to go right over their back.
I believe that's going to be 4 on Torres, and it is. So that's the fourth foul on Torres here, fifth team foul in the second half. So Gatzmeyer's going to go to the line, shoot two. First one's up, and it's good. At the line, second one's on the way.
It's
that
going
one's
to be
no
off.
good.
They're going to get, I believe they're going to get Tajay coming across for that rebound, I believe.
I couldn't tell if they're going to get Tajay or David.
Oh,
No, they're going to get
David.
That's going to be David's first foul, first team foul here in the second half.
Caleb Barnes checks back in for Ethan Gatzmeyer.
Shelton brings it across for Lebanon. Earhart directing traffic for Lebanon. Kicks over to Sizemore in the corner. Schooler back to Earhart. Ball goes inside. Going to lose the handle on it. Out of bounds off the hands of the Waynesville Tigers, but
he loses the handle. Tigers get a hand on that ball.
Number 25, Dawson Zimders, really brought that ball awful low to be that far down underneath the goal and gets it ripped out of bounds. But Earhart inbounds. Schooler right back to Earhart underneath, but Tajay Stewart. David Adams going to drive.
He's going to get hammered.
That's good. Shelton's third right there, I believe.
Not going to get Sheldon on that.
No, they're going to get Schooler on that, I think. It is going to be Schooler. It's going to be his first. Sixth team foul as David Adams goes to the line to shoot two. First one, no good. But that also changes the game if you're Lebanon. Now Waynesville from here on out is going to be shooting free throws the rest of this game.
Yeah, and we're not even to the halfway mark of the third quarter yet.
Sizemore going to check out for the Lebanon Yellowjackets. Christensen checks back in. Or I'm sorry, Richardson checks back in. Second one up, no good. Rebounded underneath by Lebanon, and here come the Yellowjackets to the other end of the floor. Shelton fires down into the corner to Earhart. Earhart, a little pull-up jumper, no good. Ball loose inside. Rebounded, put back up.
Pulled out there by DePalma.
Oh,
my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
That's the fastest jump ball I've ever seen called in my life. That's the quickest jump I've ever seen called.
We're going to get a foul right there.
Believe they're going to get number 25, Dawson Zimders.
I think it's one of the.
They're not.
They got number 12.
They got Shelton.
Shelton on. I was with you. I thought they had Zimders too.
David Adams brings it down quickly for the Waynesville Tigers. Pulls it back out. Gunnar Rees now for the Waynesville Tigers on the far side. He's going to drive in, and we're going to have a...
They're going to get Shelton again. That's going to be his fourth.
Well, but that's the inside, hands on the body.
He's got... Well, we've watched Sheldon play defense all night, and he's had his hand on the guy he's been guarding all night long. And
all right, that's going to bring Torres back into the game for Lebanon for Shelton's spot, but Gunnar Rees going to go to the line, shoot the 1-and-1 with Waynesville in the bonus. It's up and it's good.
Up and good. Shelton off the court for Lebanon. That's the first time we've seen him off the court for Lebanon tonight. It's going to definitely change things a little bit. And they're going to get Barnes over the back here. Now all of a sudden everything's become very touchy. Caleb goes straight up, but
going to be a long second half if we're going to start calling the least little touch.
yes.
All right, Tigers pick back up in a little pressure. Torres fires it into the corner, almost throws it over the head of his intended target. Wow, I think they're going to get David Adams. That just looked like feet tangled up.
Yeah.
Both players kind of out of control right there, go to the floor, but
Not 100% sure Dave didn't trip over his own feet there as he was backing up. But
David's going to go take a seat, catch a breath as Shaq Vergeese going to check back into the game. Lebanon working it around, not finding much at all inside right now. Long shot goes up from the corner. It's no good. Rebounded by Schooler. No, he loses the handle on it. De Palma going to be tackled from behind.
That's going to have to go our way because De Palma was underneath holding onto the ball. So that had to go against Lebanon, and it did.
They're going to get Max Schooler on that one.
Nice job by Tavon. He saw that ball on the ground, and he just gave up his body to go get it.
So Tavon's going to shoot the 1-and-1. That's the 9th team foul. So Waynesville being the double bonus from here on out.
We're off the front of the rim.
Torres brings it quickly down, almost loses the handle on it.
They're going to have a travel as Schuler over there, isn't it? That shuffled his feet.
Yep. Little shuffle step
Something
before
that
he launched it.
You don't see that called a ton, but he did shuffle his feet.
Shaq brings it across, going to be fouled.
And there's going to be a foul. I believe that's on Torres, and that's going to be his 5th.
That should be all she wrote for Torres, and that puts Waynesville in the double bonus. That's going to bring Shelton back onto the floor with 4 fouls. All right, Shaq Vergeese going to go to the line, going to shoot 2 now. Waynesville in the double bonus rest of the way.
I don't know what they're waiting on because Coach Thornhill's already replaced.
Right. It looked like they were waiting on the substitution, but clearly he's been put in the game. Shaq up and good with the first. Second one goes off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes to Lebanon. Waynesville leading 39-23, just about 2.5 left to play here in the third quarter. Tipped away and stolen.
Tigers get their hand on a ball, knock it away.
Those long passes across the middle don't usually turn out well. Shaq going to pull up and drive. Ball's going to be knocked down.
And Barnes picks it up. The Tigers get it back up again. Nice job by the Tigers to keep it alive right there.
And smart play by Shaq to pull it out, reset. We're not in any rush. Just calm down, reset the offense. Kicks over to Gunnar Rees. Gunnar Rees brings it back to De Palma. De Palma looks inside. Oh.
A little no-look pass there by Gunnar.
That's going to turn into 2 points at the other end. David Adams goes to the table to check in. De Palma catches the long pass, takes it right down underneath, up and off the glass.
Once again, Shaq gets his hand on the ball, goes out of bounds, but takes away that passing lane.
Tigers hustling up and down the floor across every direction.
David Adams checks back in. Gunnar Reese going to get a seat.
Shelton, quick turnaround three, and it's good.
They're going to get Tavon on that foul. Just under a minute left here in the third quarter.
First one's up, and it's good for Earhart. And number 11, Terrence Sizemore, checks back into the game for Lebanon. As number 31, Will Richardson's going to take a seat for the Yellow Jackets. And Earhart sinks the second. Cuts the Waynesville lead to 11 with under a minute to play here in the third quarter. David Adams brings the ball across for Waynesville. Waynesville look like they're going to run that triangle, try and get the last shot of the quarter here. David Adams going to put the three ball up, and it's good. Waynesville lead back to 14. Shelton just trying to find an opening out there to let that three ball go, but
David's all over him.
David is not letting daylight get there. Earhart now going to drive down, put a jumper up in the lane, no good. Sizemore loses the handle on it, and Tajay Stewart, who else underneath, picks up the loose ball.
David all the way down for two.
That's going to bring us into the third quarter. Waynesville leading by 16, 46-30.
And Matt, you know what that makes it time for? It's time for another TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update brought to you by the Tiger TV Facebook page. Tiger TV Facebook. You're going to want to like the Tiger TV Facebook page. Matt, you're 1 for 1 on the basketball season.
I want to stop now.
Stopping now is not possible.
Okay.
Your guess, second time. You get 2 a night. Let's see if you can go 100%.
I'm going to say head boys basketball coach Chris Pills loves the TTSN Facebook page.
Well, he does, Matt, but I'm going to tell you who else does. Word going around school today, we're going to have some viewers out there. We've got 3 people out there that are supposed to be watching us live via the World Wide Web tonight. Former Tigers Joe Johnson, Reggie Walker, and Juwan Morgan. We're going to try to tune in tonight and watch a little bit of Tiger basketball. They all like the Tiger TV Facebook page.
That's a great trio right there. 3 boys that we enjoyed a lot.
That's right. For our sports update, we're going to wish good luck to Coach Lucas Smith as the boys will be wrestling tomorrow. I believe they headed to Park Hill today.
I believe that's right, up to Kansas City. I
believe
didn't know.
They did. So Lucas Smith and the wrestlers will be up there competing all day tomorrow. We want to wish them good luck.
Wow. They're going to call a shove right there on David Adams trying to get the inbound. I did not see a whole lot of that, but either way, it's going to be David's third. It's ball will go over to Lebanon here as we start the fourth quarter. Waynesville leads by 16.
That's going to be the third on David.
Yeah, Coach Lucas Smith. Oh, long three for Shelton. Coach Lucas Smith taking him up there to Park Hill, Kansas City. Former Waynesville coach Jeff Davis up there heading up that Park Hill program.
We're going to get a foul, I believe, on Earhart. Yes, we're going to get a foul on Earhart. Gunnar Reese will go to the line for 2. And Matt, while Gunner's going to the line, we want to give a big shout out to Truman Trier. She's watching us tonight on the TTSN Sports Network.
Absolutely.
Truman,
young viewers.
Watching. That's how we build a base right there, Matt. And we know Truman and the entire Trier family, they're always watching us out there.
As Gunner Reese hits both free throws right there to put the Tigers back up 15. Earhart, a little drive to lane. Ball tipped out of there. Ethan Gatzmeyer comes out with it. And Gunner Reese quickly to the other end.
They're going to get Tajay.
Yeah. Going to get a little hop.
Took a little extra step as he was taking off to go to the hole.
Schooler to inbound for the Yellow Jackets. Gives to Earhart. Earhart going to bring the ball down across the court. Once again, Tigers not giving Shelton any daylight on that outside.
None at all.
Schooler picks up loose ball inside. A little jump sky hook somehow finds its way home. David Adams quickly down to the other end of the floor, pulls it back out.
Tigers up by 13 here. 6:45 left in the ball game.
David Adams cuts inside, pass back outside, Tajay Stewart. Shaq for Geese, he's going to drive, pulls the defender off his feet, and he's going to get fouled.
He's going to get fouled for 2.
I think that's going to be Zimders.
Very good decision there, Matt, by Shaq. He's thinking about that long 3. Pump faked it, took it to the hole, and picked up the foul.
It is going to be Zimders. It's going to be his 3rd. Tigers are already in the double bonus.
We're going to see a lot of free throws out of this Tiger team in the next 6 minutes and 28 seconds.
Yeah.
Tigers are going to have to make those count.
All right, for Geese to the line. Second one's up and on its way. No good. Pulled down inside. Zimders with the rebound. Kicks over to Shelton, and here come the Lebanon Yellowjackets. Shelton fires it hard inside. Up and off the glass, and that's good. 2 more for the Lebanon Yellowjackets, and all of a sudden it's an 11-point game. Gunner Reese quickly slices through the defense. Kicks out. David Adams going to pull it out, slow it down. Earhart all over David Adams out here in the front court. I still haven't seen a call.
It's got to be a jump ball, I'm thinking.
I think so, too. I just never saw either referee make that call.
Well, Jim Shockley, refereeing over on the opposite side, made that call finally.
The person furthest from it. So the ball goes to Lebanon. Shot up and out, no good. Schooler
that
rebounds.
Shot hits anything, the Tigers come out of there with the ball. It doesn't.
Schooler all alone on that backside. Picks it up. Lebanon cuts the lead to single digits for the first time since the first quarter.
And they're going to get Gatzmeyer from behind.
DePalma goes to the table. Caleb Barnes goes to the table to check in for the Waynesville Tigers.
Gatzmeyer and Reese coming out.
5:32 to play. Waynesville leads by 9, 48-39. Earhart goes down with the ball.
Well, Earhart's got it. We're going to get a timeout by Lebanon here at the 5:18 mark. Tigers up 48-39. As you said, Matt, Lebanon, that last trip down, cut that first time they've cut that lead below 10 since well before halftime.
Well, you had to figure that there was probably one run still left in the tank for Lebanon. Tigers have to be able to weather that storm. Don't let the pressure get to you. hold on here in this fourth quarter. Tigers have played an outstanding game tonight.
And the biggest thing, Matt, when you look at this, Tigers have came down and got the ball inside about 3 or 4 times in a row and just have not got the ball to go in. You get a couple of those to go down, Lebanon's run doesn't happen. And Tigers are just going to have to convert on the offensive end. One other thing is, when you look at the key players for Lebanon, it's not like they can go out there and give up a lot of fouls and make the Tigers shoot free throws, because those guys are all in foul trouble.
Right. Unless you start to see that offense for defense substitution by Lebanon. Their guys, Shelton's playing with 4.
Earhart, I believe, has 3.
Earhart, I believe, has 3. Schooler, I think, may have 3. Zimders may have 3. Definitely a lot of fouls on that Lebanon side right now.
I think you're going to see the Tigers getting a hold of Shelton here, trailing him,
trail him
where he's at, because that's got to be. He's been instant offense for Lebanon.
But he's got to be that weakness on defense, because they cannot afford to have him foul out of this game.
We left him out there, and he got a shot up. That's going to be off. You can tell from our vantage point, it's just going to be off David Adams' hand.
Comes into Shelton. Shelton not finding much daylight here. Kick down in the corner to Earhart. Earhart going to drive underneath. Hands off. Zimders up and over the front of the rim. Cuts the Waynesville lead to 7, and now Lebanon picks up in that full court press. Gets a little shuffle of the feet, and the ball turns right back over to the Lebanon Yellowjackets. Richardson to inbound for the Lebanon Yellowjackets.
That ball's still loose out there. He's got David wrapped up.
They're going to get Tajay Stewart, I believe.
They're going to get David Adams.
Wow.
That's going to be Adams' 4th.
I did not see that. All right, Earhart at the line, up and good with first. And he hits the second. Waynesville lead down to just 5. Tavon DePalma quickly down to the other end.
And Tavon throws it away, and they're going to get Adams with his 5th foul.
That's going to be 5. That's all she wrote for David Adams. So that's going to send Shelton to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Gunnar Reese will come in for the Tigers.
All right, Shelton at the line, shooting front end of a 1-and-1. It's up and it's good. Second one falls, and all of a sudden, Coach, blink of an eye, it's a 3-point game. Shaq brings the ball across. Kick to the corner for DePalma. DePalma's going to drive up and off the glass.
He's going to just be off.
They're going to get Shaq on the foul. Going to be second foul for Shaq. But Earhart going to the line to shoot. Shooting two.
He's shooting two. He was shooting when he doesn't. That one's going to roll in.
Gatzmeyer checks back into the game for the Waynesville Tigers. Tajay Stewart stays in the game as Caleb Barn takes a seat.
And we're going to get a 30-second timeout by Coach Pills.
Coach Pills going to want to talk this over.
As you're right, this went from 16 to 2 very quickly. But once again, Matt, Tigers on the offensive end, able to get some good shots. They just cannot get the ball to fall in the hole right now.
Well, and this, I'm sure Coach Pills over there talking to the guys right now about this, but you can't panic. There's a lot of time left in this game. You can't get tight and panic in this situation. It just makes your shots off a little bit more. Got to stay relaxed. You've played a great game up until now all night long. You've just got to keep playing that game.
Right, and that's just it. Lebanon right now got a little extra confidence taking that ball, and we've seen their shots have gotten a lot crisper as they've taken that shot, especially from 12 foot in. So Earhart will be shooting his second.
It's up, and we've got a 1-point game, Coach. Ball comes into Gunnar Rees. Gunnar Rees, nice little spin move to avoid trouble there. Tajay Stewart
puts it in. He takes it all the way to the rim. That one didn't have a choice but to go in.
Tajay took off from a ways out, too. Tiger lead back to 3.
They're going to get a travel. Shelton doesn't set his feet.
Costly turnover right there for the Lebanon Yellowjackets. Carson Cavalier
checking in for the Tigers.
3:46 to play. Waynesville holding a 3-point lead. Inbounds pass comes to Gunnar Rees. Gunnar Rees.
He's going to travel. We've went from calling every little touch to letting, and honestly, both teams are getting all kinds of pressure on the ball without a call. So
up and off the glass is good for Will Richardson. Back to a 1-point game. Tavon DePalma.
That's going to be an offensive foul. Tavon just put his head down and went straight down the middle of the lane.
You dipped that shoulder. They're going to call that. Going to be 3 on Tavon. Lebanon now, a chance to take the lead, comes underneath off the glass to Zimders.
And they do. Lebanon gets their first lead in a long time.
First lead of the night.
DePalma with the steal.
DePalma going to drive, take it all the way down, up and off the rim, no
That's
good.
A rebound on. Oh my goodness! Stewart just gets killed underneath there, and there's no call. And he turns around and hits the jumper from 17. And the Tigers.
Ice water running through his veins.
And the Tigers take a 52-51 lead. Wow.
I'll be honest, the turnaround jumper from 16 feet wasn't what I thought Tajay was going to do.
And it wasn't what Coach Pills thought either as he called that timeout. And I don't know that when he took that shot, too many people in this gym expected it to go in.
But as you said, Tajay got absolutely smashed inside. No call. Nice job for him to push back outside, take the shot. And all of a sudden, Tigers back up by 1.
Wow.
This game is going to be wild and woolly to the finish, I have a feeling. As every game has been tonight. Freshman to varsity.
Double overtime win for the Tigers in the freshman game. Tigers just come up on the short end in the JV game.
Last second shot to tie the game went off the front of the rim for the Tigers in the JV game.
And here we are, 52-51. 2:18 left in the ball game. Lebanon will have the ball. I got to believe Coach Pills is talking about tightening down that defense on this end. Lebanon's been able to go behind the defense about 3 times here in the last couple minutes and get easy buckets. He wants to get that shut down, I've got a feeling.
Tigers still shadow Shelton close. So we're 2 minutes to play. Waynesville holding on to a 1-point lead, 51-52. Dangerous pass inside. Earhart loses the handle on it.
And that's going to be Tiger ball.
Tajay Stewart comes down to inbound the ball for the Waynesville Tigers. Gunnar Rees gets it back across to Shaq. Shaq going to take it across the half-court line. Shaq going to pull the ball out. Waynesville working it around. Tajay over to Caleb. Caleb into the corner to Gunnar.
Tajay way out here in the front. I got a feeling you're wanting Tajay to flatten out here just a little bit.
Well, and it's kind of a different look. A lot of times we see Tajay or Ethan Gatzmeyer in the game at the big position down low.
That's going to be out of bounds, but it's going to be Waynesville ball. It was. That's a correct call, Matt.
All right, 121. Waynesville still holding on to that 1-point lead. Ball comes into Gunnar Rees. Gunnar gives off to Shaq. Waynesville doing a nice job here to eat some clock. Holding on to the 1-point lead.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. They grabbed Shaq and threw him to the ground, and there's no call. If nothing else, you got to call a travel in that situation.
What? He can't go to the ground with the ball, period, and have no call.
Wow.
We went from calling an eyelash touch to absolutely nothing at this point.
Matt, that's either a jump ball, a foul, or a travel. It's got to be one of those 3 things. And all 3 guys just put their whistle up.
Well, and Coach Pills, I think, smartly there,
yes,
calls that timeout and get things under control right here. Stop, take a breath, think about things. Waynesville's still sitting in the driver's seat up 1 point with the ball. But if you're going to allow that to go on, we need to take a step back and evaluate real quick.
Coach Pills thought he was going to get the ball on the side over there. You can tell, so they've had to readjust here on the fly.
All right, 1:02 left to play. Tavon DePalma going to be inbounding underneath here for Waynesville. Shaq inbounds it, pulls it out.
And he's going to be fouled.
All right, so Shaq's going to go to the line to shoot 2 for the Tigers. 55.6 is where the clock
Matt,
stops.
That's one there that they call a travel on Shaq. I don't have a complaint.
No, I in fact, when the whistle blew, I thought it was. Up and good with the first. Shaq gets the second one. Tigers 3-point lead. 55 seconds and we play. Gotta think that they're looking for Shelton here somewhere.
Well, Gunnar Reese and Shelton have become big friends. That ball's loose and Gunnar Reese comes out of there with it. And we get a timeout by Coach Pills.
Another great use of a timeout right there.
Oh, wow, Matt. While we've got that timeout, let's recognize our TigerTV sports production personnel tonight under the direction of Tim Wallace.
The incomparable Tim Wallace.
That is true. I'm sorry. Did not get that. Tim been down here setting things up with his crew tonight. Matt, we actually got here early enough tonight, we got to watch them set things up a little bit tonight. See just how much work goes into this.
Well, I'm fired up for Tiger basketball. I had to get down here early tonight.
Our students working the game for us tonight are Tristan, Vanessa, Aaron, Talub, Sean, Quinn, Jose, and Jolynn. Absolutely doing a great job out there on basketball tonight. And this hasn't been a night that they've got to just sit around and watch a lot.
No.
This ball's been going up and down the court.
Well, I've looked down and seen the cameraman moving down there. Jose had the camera moving. We got them set up all around the gym. Just what an outstanding program. We talk about it all the time, but to see the students get down here and put such a great production together, just outstanding.
So 39.3 seconds left in the ball game. The Tigers will have it going full court here. Checking in, we've got Lebanon. We've got Keon Carter. We haven't seen Keon in the game yet. He's going to be guarding the ball. Keon's a 6'4" lad, so it makes sense that he would be guarding the ball. DePalma's going to inbound it. It's Stewart all the way back. Gunnar and Shaq up. They throw it into Gunnar. They're going to trap him. He took one dribble, which was to Tavon. Tavon dribbles it out of there, looks it up. Cavalier picks it up, kicks it back out to DePalma. Tigers playing keep away. Gunnar Reese gets fouled. Is going to go to the line with 25.2 seconds to go.
Earhart right there just cleans Gunnar right out. It's going to be his fourth. 25.2 ticks on the clock. Waynesville leads by 3.
First one's up and good.
Zimdar's back in. It looks like they're going to go offense for defense substitution right there.
Yeah, Shaq's going to come out. Tigers going to get a little bigger down here on defense. Gunnar hits the second.
2 big free throws right there for Gunnar Reese. Earhart looks to drive, goes in the lane, runner goes up, no good. Ball's loose inside. Ethan Gatzmeyer had a hand on it. Schooler up and off the glass, no good.
Gatzmeyer with the rebound, and he's going to pull down a huge defensive rebound.
Wow!
As Lebanon climbed all over his back. Gatzmeyer will go to the line for 2. 13.9 left here in the game.
Almost looked like one of those Rob Gronkowski touchdown passes. Ethan went up and grabbed it and just took the defender with him.
First one's up, off the front of the rim. Gatzmeyer. Second one's up. It's going to be off. Lebanon has to bring it down. Sheldon with the ball. He fires up a 3. It's off the rim. Puts that rebound up. Gatzmeyer with the rebound. He's going to be fouled again. 4.9 left in the ball game. that's going to be 5.
That's 5 on
Earnhardt.
Earnhardt. Tigers move back, just get out.
Don't foul.
Don't foul, don't do anything here. Is Ethan Gatzmeyer going to have a chance to put a couple free throws up there, but with under 5 to play, Waynesville holding a 5-point lead. Bend those knees, Ethan, bend those knees.
He's heard me say that before. As
He
that one
bent them
goes
that
in,
time and it went in.
Lebanon brings it down. Sheldon with the long 3. It's going to go off. Gatzmeyer with the rebound, and the Tigers with a win here on opening night, 57-51 over the Lebanon Yellowjackets. Huge win for the Tigers, a great way to kick off the season. Folks, hope you all enjoyed this tonight. We're going to be back on the air on December 21st. The Tigers take on Republic. Great way to kick off the weekend, Matt, with a Tiger victory. We hope everyone enjoyed it. For Matt Johnson, I'm Mike Rollins, and we hope everybody has a great weekend.